Hello and welcome to the next video in the line covering Savage Worlds online using Fantasy Grounds. In this episode I'll be covering the newly created but yet to be released Rippers Resurrected rule set. This video will basically go over the extra functionality that's been added to the rule set, so when you buy this rule set you will be up and running quite quickly. Okay, to begin with we'll start with the desktop decals. So if we go to options, we go down to decals, we can see the default at the moment is Rippers Resurrected logo. You can change it to the player's guide page, you can change it to the DM's guide page, you can absolutely turn it off. You can also go back to Savage Worlds default logo, you've got the Smites Worlds logo, and you've got the classic Rippers logo in there. If we go over to the character sheet, we can see that basically the character sheet's fairly standard. We've added reason, we've added status, you have lodge points, you have favour points. If we go over to the inventory tab, we have Ripper Tech. You can see here that Jacob Whitlock's got a retinal graft, and in every other way it's going to be the same as the standard character points. But if we go and look at the bennies, you can see at the moment the default benny type, let's give him some extra bennies for this. The default benny type is the Rippers Resurrected logo. If we change that to werewolf, you can now see there's a werewolf logo. You can then change it to Ripper and it will provide a Ripper. You've got Vampire, so you can see the Vampire there. You have Masked Crusader, Castle. You have Classic, which again takes us back to the original Rippers logo. On the character sheet sides again, so if we go over the lodge and favour points, there's two ways to assign favours and lodge points to people. If we open up the tools, we'll open up the reason, favours and lodge tool. A whole party are adventuring together. At the end of the adventure they get 5 XP, so they'll level up. They automatically get the advance, and whenever they advance they're automatically awarded a lodge point. If you want to award a favour to everyone, it's /favour and the amount of favour points you want to assign. If they're involved of a scandal, /scandal, and everyone will lose the appropriate number of scandal points. So if you just want to award a favour to an individual, all you do is put the favours you want to put in down in the favours tool, pick them up, drop on the character sheet, and you can see there the favours have been added. If we look at the other characters, you can see they haven't got the extra favours. If a player wants to spend a lodge point, all they have to do is right mouse button and spend a lodge point. And if they have more than 1 lodge point, they get the option to spend up to 3 lodge points. If they want to spend favours, you right mouse button again, and if they want to spend their favours, they just spend their favours. Into Ripper Tech. So if we go to the inventory tab, we can see this character here's got some Ripper Tech. If we open up the library, okay, if we open up the player's guide, go to the quick links, Ripper Tech. If we open up Adrenal Acceleration, you can see here there's the description, it's got the modifier. The one thing that isn't set is the type. So if we say Irina Capello, it's going to have some Ripper Tech fitted, and it's just an extract. You just click in the type until it turns to extract, pick it up, drop it onto her character sheet. Because it's an extract, it hasn't affected her reason. When she wants to use it, just click on the dice and it makes the extract roll. You can see here Jacob Whitlock has got a retinal graft. It's an implant, so it's applying a -1 modifier. As you can see, that's affecting his reason accordingly. So if we want to give him some more Ripper Tech, give him Blood of the Damned, which is an implant. Also give him a Hag's Heart as an implant. So now when we go back to his character sheet, we can see his reason has dropped down to 1. And when your reason drops down to 1, you suffer a charisma penalty. That's automatically calculated. We give him some Gills implant. That will take his reason down to 0. So his charisma drops to -2. If we go to Irina, she suffers a reason loss, like so. And you can see there she has a reason loss of -1. At the end of the month she goes sees the alienist, and we'll say she recovers 2 points of reason. Try to apply them to her. As you can see there, it won't allow you to go over the maximum starting reason. but she gets her reason back. On the sidebar, we have added a lodge icon. If we open this up, this will bring you to the lodge window. So the players will obviously want a lodge, so we'll create them a new lodge. We'll call this the YouTube lodge. Although what Victoria and London are doing knowing about YouTube, I'm not entirely sure. As the ranks go up, the modifiers are calculated automatically. And if you click the button there, it adds the rank modifier, the lodge modifier I should say, into the box. The location, well, it's in central London. Any notes you want to add, you can just add in here. And after that, of course, you'll want to add as you expand the lodge, you'll want to add facilities and edges. So if we go back into the library, to the player's handbook, into the lodge rules, there's all the information there about creating a lodge. We've got facilities, we've got lodge edges. If you want to create your own facilities, with the facilities button here, you can create your own custom facilities that are unique to your campaign. This YouTube lodge here is going to start off with a dining room, so we'll drag the facilities, pop it onto the dining room. They start off by buying a lodge edge to give them a chapel so they can make their own holy water. And as I say, if you click on the buttons, all the rules are in there, so you don't have to go off and look them up in the rule books at any time. I hope you found this video informative. Any questions, please post them in the comments section. Thank you very much. Goodbye.